Asante Kotoko's owner. For let's give him a bit of time to see what he can do with his quality side. In terms of player quality, you cannot question the credibility of this Porcupine Warrior team. We'll get to see the starting lineup. But here's Coach Kasimingo. Another very experienced gaffer. Knows very well what it means to play against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And a Guinean, Muhammad Kamara. He is considered in the last 2 games. He is featured for Asante Kotoko. And we hoping to keep it clean. So there we go for the first 45 minutes. Here at the Boise Lane Clay Sports Stadium. My name is Scott Vector, and alongside me, commentary position is Phil Annan. Well, yes, Nations trying to push forward. Well, quickly. And that'll be the first attempt. Certainly a goal kick picked up by the big man, Kamara. And that was a sweet attempt, isn't it? From Buahini. He was coming for Richard Beko. Just brought up front once again, but there's a bit of clash with 2 players going to account. That's Babayaya, who stays on the turf. Looks to be Suleiman Husseini. Who seems to be in a bit of trouble as well. He's been a very enterprising player to watch. I've already gotten his name on the score sheet a few times already. It was right at the man in the 44th set. Prince Bedu. And that is the red alert. So that we've got a very physical game at hand. And the game. Now 2 teams are not going to be retracting at all. As the medical team attend to them. But just look at the challenge between these 2 players. That's a bit crazy, isn't it?
It's a very aggressive attack. A very aggressive challenge. And like you said, it's going to be a very physical battle between these 2 teams.
Well, here's Kotoko starting from the right-hand side once again. He'll allowed to come for it. Yes, but that's a first attempt for Kotoko, and it's well parried. And it's well taken care of by Robinson on.
Exactly what we anticipated. Kotoko would have to be using the wings if they really want to score goals in this game.
That's a quick impact from Babayaya with a lovely header straight into the waiting arms of Robin Sadon. And already Kotoko are beginning to show why they will need some sort of point from today's game. Here's Bedu, we play down front. And straight into Kotoko's player. Sambawanel fails to get it. He's hit onto the far side for Chawate. Wasting a bit of time, but managed to buy a bit of space and found Suleimana. It's back to Brokwa. They'll still try to camp forward. Nations really enjoying possession at the moment. And it's the man in the third shot who push it away. Gripman. A lot of twisting and turning, and again Kamara is at the right place. And it's coming off the big man himself, Buahini once again.
Both teams will definitely use the wings to send balls into the box. And that is what both teams' defenders would have to work on. And they would have to be on their toes in this game.
Yeah, okay. And it's back to the Nations now. It's pushed out by Robin. To nobody in particular. And that'll be a 20 advantage already to the Porcupine Warriors. And quickly taking it up front. That's Jay. Oh, there seems to be a struggle on the far side between himself and Suleimana. Here it comes into the middle. It's a big push from behind. And Pete Morris, that going international. Finds Charlton Upload space. Let's go Upload to bit. He'll arrive in his walking, sends in the color. And they stand out by the States with Nation, causing a bit of panic in Kotoko's penalty area.
Nations FC will definitely be controlling the game in and around the box of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. The defenders of Kotoko would have to be up and doing.
That's another man on the ground at the moment for the Porcupine Warriors. And it's back by Aya once again. Who goes to the ground. It's beginning to be a bit worrisome for the Porcupine bench. With the quality of players they got. You know, Eddie Babaya has gone down for the second time under 4 minutes.
The confidence of the nation's players is something to talk about. They are so confident they can even control the game in the box of Kotoko. And Kotoko would have to be up and doing, especially the defenders. Nations FC are no pushovers. They control the game and they will bring the game into your box. Kotoko would have to be up and doing.
Here's Kamara, that's a long way back front. And you know he's looking for the likes of Saka Dauda and Che. And the big question is, can he find him? Here's Samba. Sending it up front. Here's Samba again. It's brought by Timenu. And here's Zablo receiving it from Ansu. It's been end-to-end stuff already between these two teams. And Speed Boris coming in. And it's now tuned to the favorite foot of Abrokwa, Suleimana. That's Karim. That's brilliant play. Trying to get into the middle. Big Boris gives away possession to Asante Kotoko. And that's a very silly touch on his marker. Kotoko have gotten the advantage. Deep in the own half. Quickly taken. Yes, O'Neill trying to walk forward with it from the left-hand side. It's back to Ablo. And he's lifted deep inside once again. As Kotoko chasing it. Babayaya, but comes off somebody. And that's a good grip man. And here is he once again with possession. Big Boris chasing that one from the far side, but it's been well taken care of by Ansu. But Big Boris wins it, turns it back. Suleimana, it's 2 on 3. And it's corner kick for Nations.
Nations are very confident on the ball. They are controlling the game and pushing Kotoko players, pinning them into their own half. Kotoko would have to do better.
And it's been quickly taken from the left-hand side. That's another lovely cut brought in, but again fails to beat it. And Kotoko beginning to move dangerously in the own half.
That was a fantastic cross into the box. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the direction. But that was a brilliant play by Nations FC.
Now Sablo Kamara, now with possession. Trying to scan up front to see who he can deliver. It's a long one too. Just has to go long on the left-hand side, looking for Baba. I'm gonna pick Samba. And it's up to Rabin. Now it's Gripman. Beidou. It's back to Rabin. There's Beidou. There's been a lot of midfield action. Samba picks it. There's Kimara. There's Samba, lovely lift up front. And his pick is target man he was looking to pick. Seedo once again couldn't really walk around that Nation's defense. He's drifted across to the far right hand side by Sam Downell. Picks his colleague. Has to be Lord Ahmad. In team Menu. Giving a bit of hot chance by Abdul Kareem. And the advantage will stay with the home team.
Nations FC are too confident. They do not even balloon the ball under pressure. And that tells you how confident they are. They are playing as if they are the home team. And Kotoko would have to do more to be able to break their defense. Because they are very compact, very well drilled, and they are controlling the game.
Wallace free kick for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. 10 minutes already played. And it's still battling between these two teams. And it's back by Aya and in Timeno. Looks to be in Timeno's shots. And comes off the woodwork. Here's Samba. Turns it into. And so lifted deep and it's picked by Robin. It's been a quick action, very swift between the two teams. Now Sabrakwa, and it's brought back again. Robin coming out of his own area, but needs to be careful as Kotoko is trying to approach the defensive area. That's driving out, but you can see the fury on the faces of the Kotoko players. With the way still.
I believe the fans are not happy with the call of the referee. And it's a head injury actually. That is why the referee had to stop the play. The fans felt that they were on the attack to even try to score. That was why they started shouting at the referee.
No, certainly that was a big touch from behind. Buying a bit of time to see if they can stay intact in this game. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and if they've lifted their game in the last 10 minutes. Looking a bit threatening, even without their big marksman up to Amon. The Nations have looked very resolute without their captain, Razak Simpson. As it usually stopped. Sam Bownell taking it quickly. Nice Jay. He's got to be very busy. There's left hand side. That's Jay. And the man in the 19th century trying to run with it. Yeah. Let's go that one. We're trying to find a bit of space in Nations half. Very physical game, I must say. From both ends of the field.
Very physical. Both teams are very aggressive in this game, and I believe we're going to see more of that.
Now Saka in your shots. Soko Gripman gets ready to whip it up front. It's a long drive into Kotoko's territory, and they'll need to really stand their ground. That's Shay having finally Centimino instead, looking for a bit of space, hit it to the right hand side. Such a lovely touch, and then they'll go again on that trajectory. Lovely play, lovely back flick as well. Here they go, Lord Albert trying to run into that channel, but it's been well taken care of. Suleimana on the right place to stop him. That's clever stuff coming in from Nation FC. But what's around down that channel by Kotoko's player. Back by Aya. That's a clear corner kick. The big advantage. And Kotoko could be pushing a lot of bodies up front to see if they can cause a bit of stir in this area. Back by delivers one again and lose everybody. It's out. Even beyond the bar line, and it will be a goal kick. You can see the facial expression of Captain Samba O'Neill. He's business minded. But here was the delivery a few seconds ago. That's a lovely whip up front. It's back into the middle, but it would have to be dealt with by Asiru. Great man. Here's Karim. That's a very strong challenge coming in from Patrick Asiru, who's falling very deep to help with defensive duties. And being a corporate. But some beautiful faces on the screen from Obuasi. As Kotoko gets ready to defend that one. Here was the incident. It's a big push. The Nations will try to have a very big attempt at goal. And Kotoko be keeping their tabs on Faisal Chawate as Nafiu Suleiman gets ready to take it. It's a short one taken. And Brockman decides to go for a grass cut. Oh my goodness. But great man failed to watch it. And Kamara picks it. Not a bad idea from the centre back. He was trying to outsmart Kotoko's defensive line. Now this man, Kamara, really keeping his eyes stuck onto the ball, picking it to avert every danger. Samba turns it into the middle, but gives it away to Chawate. The Nations will pour for it. And it's cleared. Just back to those in the red shirts. Looking for space, Lord Amwa. Here's Che. Here's Papayaya. Chipped it over, but again, the big man helped me well. Watched Dauda Saka. He's going to have a real match in this afternoon's fixture. Coming back against that very steadfast Nations backline of a cycle for the co-grip man and a Brakwa. Your scores are fancy for you, really enjoying the game, but most of them being Kotoko fans. Waiting for a taste of victory after 270 minutes of footless football. There's a strong header coming in. Alassane. And it's whipped up from by Kamara. Finds Dramina. A lovely idea from Asiru, but it breaks down. It's a ball play. Still running through that channel. Buahini gives the ball away. Just drumming out, hits it. Looking for Che, but Che is brought down. And once again, referee from Omoli got it very right with that touch. An experienced Kotoko player. Just brought to the left-hand side for the big captain. We'll work with it. Saka picks it, but he's got a man standing on him, and certainly there's a lovely idea. Can he brought across? Who is in? Nobody. Saka picks it on the edge, turns it for drumming up, twisting and turning. Here's in team menu. Well, the Western is already up on list. Nation surviving another dangerous attack from the Porcupine Warriors. It'd be crazy 90 minutes of football from these two sides. Nobody is willing to sit back. You're really up pouring out in terms of attacking options. Yes, Pete Morrison has a first hit-up goal from the Ivorian International, and is picked by Camara. Yes, danger lacking. Saka. Babaya took his eyes off the ball for a moment by managing to keep it. Saka once again. The referee allowing play. This could be long hits, and it's blocked. Asiedo's kick. Abrakwa whips it up front. Suleimana, he's got Tawate ahead of him, as well as Big Boris. I couldn't pick any of them. And there's a bit of emergency. Looks to be a grip man who stays on the ground. Oh, just look at that change. That is a bit hot, isn't it? From Suleimana. And the second one, that was a long drive. You know, Saka is getting his foot onto the head of Racing's right back. And he must be in a very big trouble. But here's Kasim Mingel talking to Karim. And the fans really doing less of numbers. They've kept their drumming and their singing coming in the last 21 minutes. At least edging their side on. And their flag is just flying high. The white and blue in the stands. And what a beauty to see these young ones hoisting it. So that was the earlier crossing coming from a co-grip man. With Nation nearly registering the first goal of this encounter. Yes, Nations once again allowed to come forward. His head onto the left-hand side. That's a beautiful work of art. Alassane. And he's dropping to the middle now. He's coming forward. It's Kotoko. And there's Patrick Asiero. Lovely hits again. It's Rapin who is out to Peckett. Saw the danger that was approaching from Saka. That's a big foul on Babayaya from the left-hand side. A diminutive attacker. And that'll be the first yellow card of this encounter. And they need to be careful with this man. He's got a bit of tricky. And his belts, his movement, quite dangerous. And very agile at time. He's running up front. It means the likes of Beidou, Alassane, Bohenik needs to be on the outlook for him. Formerly played for Ken Faisal, Babayaya. And here they'll concede a free kick. As Patrick Asiero goes behind it. Kotoko try to wait the first one. They said that he stays within. He's turned out and the final hit. Absolutely. The big one coming from Sakma O'Neill. Failing to tame his shots to find the accuracy it needs. Oh, that was a delivery earlier on. At least the scrap for the ball within Nation's 18 yard. And the defender just blasting it wide. That's been interesting stuff. Hot exchange between these two teams. There's a confirmation of Brahini's yellow card as they come for a shot. That's a lovely hit there, and it's picked by Kamara. You don't give that man a lot of space to operate in. Already with 7 goals. He's been on goal scoring spree in the last 4 matches. Abrakwa once again looking for Charlton. Picks him. Trying to drop into the box, but picks Karim. Brahini. He's drove inside and is headed away by Samba. Here's drumming up. Yeah. He's inviting his colleague into the fray. Also stripped it to find Saka. Here's Karim. Abrakwa. This is having a lot of exchanges in Kotoko's territory. Karim out the right place. It could be go along. Cavity in the best of decision, but they managed to keep possession, trying to draw the Porcupine Warriors players out of their defensive shell. Brahini scala into the balls, absolutely very poor one. Yeah, got it away. That's the last one. Back to Brahini. Last time drifted to the left hand side. Big boys giving a real chase on the edge of Kotoko. But it's a lovely shot coming in, but certainly over ambitious. But his bench loves it. It's a daring effort. Here's Joseph Ablo. The co-gripman formation whips it up front. And then to be out for a train advantage. And he will leave it. And Brahini will pick it up. Just look at his drive. Oh, certainly a big kick, hitting it into the sky. Kotoko pouring out once again in Nation's half. A strong challenge from behind. On Che. Dr. Nate Prosper Ogum up on his feet as Samba O'Neill hacks onto it on the left hand side. And the flag is already up again, and Kotoko a bit disappointed with that call from the referee. You can see the flag was already up once he tried to run into the channel. It's a big challenge from behind. And it's Ansu who's been a culprit. And Suleimana complaining bitterly. I'm saying that's a third time they've been able to bring down the big man, Faisal Charte. And certainly the start boy of this inside. And you can understand why all his colleagues are trying to protect him. That's the last hand. Abrakwa has to be a big hit into Kotoko's half. Picked by Buahini. That's a lovely idea. Then Kotoko needs to be careful. He's brought in looking for big boys. Couldn't pick him. Pick Abrakwa. Karim is on a standby. Oko great man. Buahini. That's a lovely 1-2 work. Finds Buahini once again. Lifting it deep inside. Then Kamara needs to be careful. That's a bit dangerous. Oh, he's in! He's in! His Nexus win the first goal. And guess who? It's Tawate. The Kingpin have just broke the heart of the Porcupine Warriors. And the face of Prosper Natal goal tells it. Come on, cannot believe it. And the fans in the stands cannot have their joy. You can't understand, you can't see it. It's the darling boy that have struck them into the lead. And Obuasi is certainly on the tenterhooks. As Joseph Ablo stays on the ground. Well, let's watch it well. Who's got in a goal here? Suleimana. Let's watch it. Let's not credit anybody's goal. It's rather Suleiman Nafiu instead. Who's got in a goal against Kotoko. Oh, that's a lovely hit from Suleimana, 25 years of age. I've played a couple of games for Nations this season. And already is getting his third goal of the season. Scored against Dreams FC. Did some against Adriana. And he has delivered a scintillating one against the Porcupine Warriors. Each perfect, well taken. And Kamara fails to hit it out. Is Kotoko 0, Nations 1. And Suleimana, after scoring that goal, will get into the book of the referee. A 32-minute play, and the atmosphere is absolutely charged here. That was a very scrappy moment. Now Saka. Now Jamina. He's got a bit of support system in Team Menu. Looking for Patrick Asiedu. But a big question it. Has he picked him? Picked him, he's turning. And it's a wasted effort into the channel. That's Patrick Asiedu in your shot. But this man, Kasim Engel, enjoying his lead at the moment against the favorite. Here the pull forward, Sambao now, free kick to Asante Kotoko. You can see they are in a bit of haste to hit it. Here's Kamara. What an interesting start is that Nations have won their last 3 games without conceding, and Kotoko need to at least watch that in this fixture. On here to be quickly taking Buahini. There's Che. Sambo brings it up front, and as the Porcupines are trying to size this next inside, but here's a bit of danger coming in, and they need to be careful. Kamara picks it. Sambo a bit busy this afternoon. Witness runs deep out of his defensive line. Patrick Asiedu trying to pick Yaya. Back to Asiedu, whips it up front. Yes, in team menu. Giving a bit of activity. And struggling to find that space to hit the ball through. But they managed to do that. Asiedu turns it in. And Oko Greatman hits it into the arms of his goalkeeper. Rapping Sauron once again. And the scam that have been restored at Nations penalty area. Yeah, giving him a big ball is Ivorian, but he fails to keep his eyes onto the ball. And Kotoko poor for it. Dramina. Lovely way to steal himself out of that danger. Saka Papaya. Oh my goodness, is lifted over. And they would have to wait for another glorious opportunity to see if they can come back into this game. Lovely stroke it onto his path, but again, he fails to get behind the ball well. Saka, I'm sure, was thinking he was being the target, but Baba decided to go long from that acute area. You can see a bit of challenge, and these players need to be a bit disciplined in team. And I guess that'll be Alassane, Sadiq Alassane. That certainly is him. It's excited with that touch on him from Intimino. We'll keep you updated on what is happening outside the match sentence, but here Kotoko would have to defend again. Lovely touch. And there's nobody in red to receive it. It's a poor way by the speak by Yaya. Coming forward with it. Here's got Saka to his left hand side. Finds him. Oh, lovely idea. Babaya, lovely one too, but again, it's swept off again. Nations really clever in their own territory. Even with the presence of their talisman, Razak Simpson. Oh, Simpson, the orchestrator. There's been a talk of town, especially with that scintillating performance against Angola. And I'm sure he will be watching on the screens how his side is faring against the 25-time Ghana Premier League champions this afternoon. It was a lovely attempt, but it's well picked up by Rapin. Sanon, and that was Heriansu coming with that lovely effort. Well, interestingly, Kotoko's arch rivals, Hasselfolk, have just taken the lead against Kerala United. And guess who is the man who pushed them into the lead? It's Hamza Isa. Well, it's a sweet story in Tamale, but in Obuasi, it's not the best of story for Kotoko as they check this game. Kamara out of his own line, coming to meet the ball. He on his 18-yard. Here's Joseph Ablo. And so with a long way on the right-hand side, Lord Amwa brings it back to Yaya. It's cut into the channel, but it's well dealt with. You must confess, Nations have been near perfect at the back this afternoon. As we approach the 40th minute mark in this encounter. Yes, Suleiman Nafiu's goal that separate these two sides. It's a big throw in. Che looking for Saka. He's touched. Referee says that's a bit feeble. Nation will bring it out. That's someone else. With a touch on his marker from behind, and that's another infringement that will be taken against Kotoko. And there looks to be a bit of hot exchange between Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum and the fourth official. It's Paul Mohammed, but this was an incident. I feel there was a touch, but this was a bit weak. Is to have caused any trouble. The nations have been served with a free kick on the right hand side. It's cleared it. Chawate giving a bit of hell on the far side by Sambonel. Sambonel wins the challenge. He's just a bit focused, not interested in any of activity of Chawate. Yes, Papaya love to work his way out. His brother Crossway is there to connect on. If they fail to pick any points on their own backyard. It's a lovely whip. Wahine been searched for, and he picks it with ease. A lovely way to break away from his marker. On the best of play. Kamara pushes it out. Here's O'Neill. In team. O'Neill once again. Asiedu. In team Menu. A lovely drive, and again it was looking for Patrick Casado, but he arrives a third late, and the part behind the ball just too much for the left winger to hatch on to and see if he can do anything positive with it. Now that's Vische, who is with an elbow challenge. That looks to be a court grip man who has come under that heavy scrutiny once again from the Kotoko man. And he's done so well since replacing Razak Simpson. A court grip man. Well, let's see if got a quality, isn't it? And he has shown class this afternoon. Yes, she's not really missing their star man. against a wounded Asante Kotoko. That's another lovely effort up front, but nobody in particular is picked by Rabin Sanon. 44 minutes as we approach the 45th minute mark. And Kotoko are trailing as Nation leads with confidence in Obuasi. That's Babaya limping a bit. But here was the challenge, rushing into his man. Well, 2 minutes of additional time, and Kotoko would have to stay intact. And we'll see if they can find equalizer. It's pushed up front, but again, that's a very wasted effort from Patrick Asiedo. Not the best of delivery. Really struggling to connect to each other in the final third of the pitch. And that must be a bit worrisome for Coach post penalty Ogun. That's another lovely chase, and that looks to be Saka on it, trying to drift onto the edge of the 18-yard, bring it in. Che, and it's cleared away. Looking for big boys. Says on the ground after that challenge. Into Meno. Lord Amwa. Yes, yeah. This could be a long drive. Oh my goodness, oh, that's a lovely shot coming in from the former Confessor man. And Robin Sanon definitely have felt the hit of that. Switch drive with a lot of stinger. And he stays on the ground. Well, just look at it. But got another room to hit it. Comes up the way back. And this is just fortunate on that occasion not to have conceded from that very shows it. And he stays on the ground. As we've already cleared the 2 minutes of further time. But that's Big Boris, Ivorian International, getting his first goal for Nations against the Stratford this season. And really knocking the door off the Porcupine Warriors for a second of the season after joining them. He's been frustrated at a bit. Oh, just look at it. It's a bit clumsy. And see, he's walked off. That's a long drive up front. Here's Saka and Brokwa giving him a bit of hits, wins it. And it's Ring will be quickly taken. Ansu. Lord Amwa back to Ansu again at the right hand side. Onto the path of Samba now. I'm just wondering what is happening. Both side faces here. You can suspect there's a Kotoko fence. Maybe they would have to wait for the next half to see if their team have got anything to offer as far as this game is concerned. On the best of touch. That's Charlton! are up by 2 goals to 0 at the Boston Lankley Sports Stadium. And it's the former Akachi Osterman who's really shook himself once again in Obuasi, and Kotoko are limping inbounds as Nessie leads for the second time in this period. Eight times he has found the back of the net, and it's just becoming crazy scenes. Tensious moment. But how on earth did Kamara give out that ball to this diminutive striker? You just look at it. Not the best of first touch from the shortstopper. Charty a bit quick, picks it, and he hits to find his team's second of the afternoon. That's good formation on the scoreline for you. And this could be the final touch of the half, I guess. Well, that ends it. What the half we've had. Kotoko wanted to run quickly to the dressing room, at least to address a few challenges. Was the star boy have already struck one already? The nations and their fans are enjoying this moment, even away from their fortress in Abrankasi. Fantastic scenes. Started with prayer and it's ending with prayer. Oh, that was the moment. The moment Mohamed Kamara get that goal on a silver plate for Faisal Charity to slot home. It was a quick turn and a quick hit. And it's becoming a bit worrisome for the fans. Cascading effect. And it's becoming a bit of hell. But don't go anywhere. Join us for the second half department of the game. Well, it's half time at the Boston Lankley Sports Stadium. It's Asante Kotoko 0. Nations FC to join us for the next half.
I started the show. I'm on the so you continue. Continue the show.
All right, so live from the Boston Lankley Sports Stadium this afternoon. It's been an interesting game. The side Kumasi Asante Kotoko playing at home, and Nations FC. This is a debut in the Ashanti region, and it's been tough for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And they are down by 2 goals to 0. The fans are not happy when after the blast of the whistle for the end of the first half. You can see the supporters of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They are not happy about their goal. goalkeeper Kamara, and they are complaining a lot. We'll come to that, but let's go into the game. Big game this afternoon at the Obuasi Linkley Sports Stadium. Like Najid said, he started. Philanan is also here. But Phil, you have a problem with goalkeeper Kamara. What's your take on his performance so far? Kotoko are down by 2 goals to 0 in the first half.
Yeah, I made mention before the start of the first half that Kamara doesn't seem confident to me. But I am not a prophet. I know for sure that Frederick Asare is much better than Kamara in post. A lot would say that Asare has carried Kotoko from the start of the season till the day they met Lagos City. And those things do happen. He conceded, unfortunately. Conceded 2 goals.
General, I'm not surprised about the scoreline because when you look at Nations FC, their away record has been really fantastic. Because at the end of the day, their last match against in Swatchaman, they won 3-0. I gave you that history does not play football, but I believe that prior to this match, looking at the records that has happened, I thought that it was going to repeat itself because they beat Bekum Chelsea 3-0. And they met Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They play a 2-2 game, but they won the reverse league. So to me, I was looking at the tactical approach to the game, the 2 coaches, and to me, Coach Mingo Okanse.
Kasim Mingo Okanse.
Yeah, he said I should call him Mingo Okanse because the Okanse is the surname. You know, before the match, when I was interviewing him, I asked him, Coach, is it not the mind games that you are trying to play? And he was just smiling. And that was where I saw that there is something in his lips that he wants to release. But Asante Kotoko, I'm surprised. Coach Nate Prosper Ogun, very, very surprised at the first 11 players that came to start this match.
The starting 11?
Frederick Asare, somebody who has been called to the national team. We all know the exploit of Frederick Asare. Just one mistake, you decided, Frederick, you have to be on the bench. And this goalkeeper made the same mistake. This is the 3rd time he's making a mistake, and it has cost Kumasi Asante this season. And it has cost Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So why do you still have that faith in this goalkeeper? So you don't? Are you saying that mistake that we are talking about, Frederick, looking at his position, he didn't get it right. We all saw that. But you should not demoralize him. So to me, it was a wrong choice from Coach Prosper Natiogun.
All right, so don't forget, we're live on Metro TV, live on Original TV, live on Alpha TV, live on Ghana, on the Ghana Football Association. This is the home of the Ghana Premier League. Phil, what should we expect from the 2 managers? Coach Kasim Mingo, he's serious with this particular game. He wants to win, and then he wants to beat Kumasi Asante Kotoko. This is the Asante derby, and it's a big game. It's a tough game. What should we expect from Coach Kasim Mingo in the second half, as well as Dr. Prosper Nate Ogun for Kumasi Asante Kotoko?
I would say for Kotoko, I don't see any problem with the team. The creativity in the Kotoko team is immense. The only problem I see with Kotoko in general is their goal scoring. But in this game, they would have to change the goalkeeper first, because conceding 2 goals in the first half, he is already down in confidence. In the second half, he has to be taken out for either Frederick to come in or whichever goalkeeper to come in. Then you can pick up the pace from there. But the attack of Kotoko, they are doing well. They only need to connect for the goals. They are doing everything right. To me, I believe they are playing very well. They only need to score goals. But the back as well, they are joining attack, which is creating space for Nations FC, and they will definitely capitalize. You know how they play. They play normally. When you attack them with force, they will play the low block, but then they will find they will use Chawate and then this chap to create
Suleiman.
Exactly.
All right.
To create overload.
Okay, so let's talk about these two chaps. They've scored 2 goals against Kumasi Asante Kotoko at the Obuasi Lenklin Sports Stadium. Chawate is on fire. He told me last week at our Brankesi that he is going to win the top scorer this season and the man of the match against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and he scored this afternoon. Najee.
Yeah, he's a man of his own words, and I can tell you that Chawate proud to this match. We were talking about him. We saw him when he scored that brace, and I even got a bit of furious when he was substituted, because I knew that if he was in the game, he was going to at least have a hat trick. Yeah, but you know what happened was I thought that he pulled a hamstring, so the coach decided to change him. To me, he has been fantastic. Boris has been fantastic. When you talk about their front three, I think that interpositional change is really helping them very, very well. You see Chawate move to the right, Boris will move to the left, somebody will be in the middle. Another system, you see that Chawate will be at the left, then another one will be at the right. So I think that interpositional change is really, really helping them. To me, I can tell you, Nation FC, looking at the kind of athletic players that they have, those that can also hold on to the ball, is going to be a big problem for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. If they open the game and decide to play to the teams of Nation FC, I'm telling you, Nation FC will add more than 2 goals.
Punish them.
Yes.
Okay,
so we live from the Obuasi Lenklin Sports Stadium. This is the home of the Ghana Premier League, and there are a lot of talks and going on in the stands, the VIP stands, the popular stands as well. And we will be bringing you more reactions after the game. Most of the, at least some Kumasi Asante Kotoko supporters are not happy with the first half results, and they blaming their goalkeeper, blaming their head coach, Dr. Prosper Nate Ogun as well. We'll be bringing you this and more right here from the Obuasi Lenklin Sports Stadium. Don't forget, we're live on Metro TV, live on Original TV, live on Alpha TV, as well as on the Ghana Football Association app. This is the home of the Ghana Premier League. Phil, any more goals? Are we going to see more goals? Because Najee says yes, if any goal should come, it's going to come from Nations Football Club.
It's unfortunate Kotoko is down by 2 goals, and they will have to press. And you know what happens? They have quick attackers. And Nations have quick attackers. And Kotoko would love the defenders to join the attack as well, which will create enough space for Chawate, Suleimana, and
Boris
to exploit. And when that happens, I believe we're going to see a lot of.
You made mention of Boris. Boris is so strong, too strong for the defense of Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
I love his link-up play with the midfielders. I just love his midfield link-up play with the midfielders. It's been fantastic. And Kotoko would have to start using the man marking to stop some of the attackers. Else it is going to be an avalanche of goals in this game.
I can see Kumasi Asante Kotoko head coach Dr. Prosper Nate Ogun is under pressure at the moment. But let's see what will happen in the second half, Najee.
Yeah, in the second half, I think that yes, he's under pressure because I don't know what is going on in Kumasi Asante Kotoko. To them, they've not seen it it's something that is beyond their control. So to me, if there is any magic that Prosper will do,
you think so? You think he's under pressure,
He's
Dr.
definitely
Prosper?
under pressure. And I believe the fans are also monitoring the match against Accra Hearts of Karela versus Accra Hearts of Oak. And I've realized that Hearts of Oak has jumped to the.
We will come to that game. So all the way from Boasil and Clean Sports Stadium, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Geo Nations FC 2. Over to you, our commentators Victor and Philanan. Enjoy the game.
Well, thank you very much as we return to the second half department of this exciting exchange between these two teams. The big story is that Nations are leading Kotoko by 2 goals to 0 from the first half exchange. And it's Faisal Chawate and Suleimana Nephew who have done the damage. Well, just a quick substitution for Kumasi Asante Kotoko with 2 players coming in. Well, Fernando Wisdom Bassi, the Nigerian international, have been thrown inside, as well as Albert Amwa, who is on 5 goals already. We'll go through his what cuts in his last 45 minutes. That this man has got lots of pressure on him this afternoon to deliver, as his opposite number have already struck one. Suleiman Afiu. Here's Amwa, lovely touch. Kotoko trying to find a quick consolation in team. Here's someone draws it inside and is headed out by Alassane when the pressure will stay on. Here's Baba. Here's Bassi. Betis Maka is in, but is whipped out. Well, I'll tell you a very interesting story about that Nigerian man who's just coming. Fernando Wisdom Bassi, left winger, 22 years of age. And he will be hoping to cause a bit of havoc as the ball is returning back to Kotoko's half. Camera, a bit of miscommunication between the centre back and the money to find his colleague Ablo. The fans becoming a bit worried anytime. Nations are approaching Kotoko's half. But here is Kotoko. Yeah. And we'll bring it back to Abetamwa. It's brought down. And they need to be careful. Nation conceded the first free kick of this half. Oh, that was a lovely movement, isn't it? And that was a strong challenge from Suleimana. With Babaya looking ready to cross it in. Lots of rush sets in that area. They sorted out. Babaya managing to find his leg to it. Here's Che. Pulls off the ball by Abdul Karim. Now Brakwa. Must be Boris instead. Dropping deep to help. Oh, and it breaks down. Ansu lifting it deep to the left-hand side to find Saka. Just looking for a bit of support, but Bassi is arriving. That's a bit of scramble, but they managed to keep it. In team. And there they will go once again using the left-hand side. Bassi lining up, go past. So that's a lovely shot and it's stopped by Rabin Salon once again for Nation. That's a work kick, isn't it? From this Nigerian already making his presence felt. He spent 6 years at Aqua United as the club was crowned champions of Nigeria in 2020 and 2021. He was signed as replacement for Bernard Sumwa, and he'll be hoping to come clean this afternoon. That's the man Bassi with a touch, returns it back to Kamara in his territory. And you can see anytime the ball is whipped towards Kamara, the fans are urging him to quickly release it. It's a big challenge. And it's been taken for Nation Sabrakwa. Look at that sweet movement going past two. And the shot absolutely very spot on. And the captain proving why he's been handed the arms back in the absence of Simpson with that big save. Maraginian is under a bit of pressure after conceding that needless goal. There looks to be a great man. And Bassi in a confrontation. And Bassi wins it. And Kotoko now having handed another live wire from the left-hand side. He'll look to around long. Go past him, but again it's straight onto the path of those in the deep blue colors in team. Ablo picks it. And it's returned back to the centre back. Looking to do a very simple one into Nation's area. Suleimana. That's a lovely work. And that's a clear foul on him. He was smiling in the process, really enjoying himself in today's encounter. It's a big challenge. Looks to be a player who is in some deep trouble, agonizing pain. This is the confirmation of Jaminez yellow card for you. The man in the 12 set. Have abstained with Wafa after crossing over from UCC Youngsters. Yes, Harry Ansu. He's whipped long up front. Lord Elmore chasing it, but the flag is already up. They are in a haste. But Nation looks to be a bit relaxed. So that's Lord Elmore. Abdul Karim. It's picked by Prince Bedo. Lovely head fire. Suleimana again. It's 2 on 4. Suleimana trying to cut X, sends it across. Finds Big Boris. There's got Bedo close by. And spills over, but Chote couldn't pick the broken pieces. And it's way beyond the bar line. And Samsung teammate whips it up front, looking for Amwa. Amwa has been well taken care of. Karim deciding to go long again on the left-hand side, but you've always got to square off with this man. Ansu. Saka trying to go past his marker, but Alassane will pick it up. And Dead will come. Wahini returns it back to Alassane. Karim. Abrakwa. Boris back to Abrakwa once again, trying to create a bit of space. And here they have that space with Karim having it. And send across to the far side for Boahini. Here's Alassane. We'll send it across and head up, brings it out. Here'll be a lovely run. Another run into traffic of bodies. The Nations recovers. Oko Gripman, Boahini. Karim giving him team a bit of activity. Kotoko's looking to take it quickly, but experienced referee Vomao Mauli halting it a bit as he tries to address the pertinent situation that I've just unfolded. And Samba Onel will have to break this forward. Finds the Nigerian. Rahini goes down and it's got to cross advantage. It's a big free kick on the left hand side. Always been a sighting to watch. Fernando Bassi, since coming in, has caused a lot of havoc for Nations down that side. He got such a very sweet fit. And it's a bit difficult to tame. Right here's Dauda Saka hit it. Oh my goodness, how did he miss that? And that was a real bullet sent across. The other man in the 15th shot did not see that coming. Henry Ansu, and he fails to turn it home to the dismay of the supporters here. Well, just watch it. That's a big miss. Didn't see that coming, I suspect. Well, that's a bit of trouble for the nation's goalkeeper, Robin Sanon, the 24-year-old. Burkina Bay international. Booked for a bit of time wasting. And he needs to be very careful on that occasion, as that will be a big blow for nations. It's whipped up front into the center cycle, but Alassane couldn't pick it. Bassi has a touch, but he goes down. Another Kotoko's free kick in the center cycle. It is everywhere. I was just wondering why he was kept on the bench for all these minutes before coming in. Using his experience quite well to Nations. Lovely. It's in. Can't even. Nations. And here they have possession now, trying to conjure a bit of magic from the left-hand side. It's drifted onto the edge of the 18-yard, and there'll be another run. But the flag is already up. And Babayaya is the man. And you can see the referee having a bit of hot exchange with him. Well, that was the area. Big chance for the Porcupine Warriors. Kamara with a long drive up front. Che, Bassi, Baba. Now it's back to where it all started from. Bassi. And it stopped. By Prince Bedu. But what the game was set Kufu has had in that centre back pair with Oko Gripman and Abrakwa really stopping everything. Kotoko is throwing at them. And you can just see that's a big hit by Oko Gripman. At least to calm the pressure. Abraka heads it away. There's a foot up challenge. Sulemana couldn't win it. It's returned back. Looking for Amwa, couldn't pick him. Yes, Saka played on to Saka, but not the best of body balance to get behind that ball and to stroke it home. The Nations will pick it up again. With most of the fans clinking onto the fence wall, unless we have that glimpse of this hot exchange. That's a bit dangerous again, and the Kotoko defenders need to be very careful. Well, Nations have got sharp attackers. Here's Che coming back to help. Joseph Ablo. Samba now lifting it very deep. Not to nobody in particular. And Nations will pick it. It's been a bit of exciting exchange as we have that battle unfolding between big boys and Joseph Ablo, I guess. Essentially, it's those two with those big heights getting into that challenge. As Samankwa gets ready to come in for the first goal scorer of Nation, Nafio Sulemana. As Ampof also coming for Abdul Karim. Then let's see what this two has certainly got to come along with. Ablo swept it off the feet of his opponent, but ends up conceding a throw-in. And that's going to be a long one from Richard Berko. When they stand in posture. And it's back onto the left feet of Bassi, whips it up front, looking for that lovely run of Saka. And it's whipped up front by Rabin. Son now the keeper stays on the ground. Well, looks to be Amidu Aqua coming for Lord Amwa. Peter Amidu Aqua, former Park Academy, young chap. He's slotted straight into this Kotoko side, Saints, coming in from that Division 1 team. After helping them gain promotion, he decided to cross over. And there's been a regular face for Dr. Prospanate Ogum. Sanon get back onto his feet. Well, I'm sure he'll be looking for a bit of options, but decided to go short to pick Gripman. Nation still keeping possession by having such pace. Strong. And this time around, advantage is in opposite direction to Kotoko in team. Kamara. Oh, he's got a lovely height, isn't it? Shea with a header there, looking for Saka. There's a lovely opportunity. It is well defended. As Ansu takes his captain Samba Onel, finds Bassi. Yes, Baba. That's a long whip across. And Amankwa gets ahead to it. And with a second header. And that will certainly be crossing the sideline. Yes, Aqua. Peter Miru Aqua deciding to drift into the middle all by himself. Picks the area. Samba Onel will look to turn it in. Retracted back to Baba Yaya with a bit of tricky. And fails to pick Bassi. And Nation will race for it. Chaote kept at bay again. That's a sweet 10. And Team Menu. No, that one stopped. And here's the last one. 7 minutes. It's still Nations leading by 2 goals to 0. Lord Amwa. Aqua. Here's Babayaya. Finds Fernando Bassi. That's what to keep it. Switching across on nearly Saka, took his eyes off it, and Nations need to be careful. And he grabs it for the second time. Rapin Salon has been very, very alert in his own penalty area. That is a cold grip man who takes onto the field. Oh, seems to be bleeding, but here are the score fans for you. Some watching. It's a very, very sad facial expression. Morocco Gripman bleeding. Well, let's just see what the real situation was at that end. Well, maybe it might be an earlier on challenge. But no, certainly that's brawl that took place a few minutes ago within Nations penalty box. We'll keep you updated because the PNE Gold Stars is taking on the DMIC. And we'll bring you some of those big results. Yes, another lovely run. Kotoko trying to attack, finds Babayaya. And the referee spotting something. Well, Hasselhoff still hanging on to. Hamza says go against Corella. Once Legon City are leading Basaki Holy Stars by 2 goals to 1. Mediema also leading the BNA Gold Stars by 1 goal to 0 at the TNA Park in Takwa. And it's Derek Fortio's goal. That is the clear difference. Far away in Takwa. Young Apostles also beating some attacks as it stands by goal to nil. With Vision and Dream also goalless at this moment as Big Boys is brought out of this game. Well, with some of this result trickling tells you that the complexity of the standing or the power will certainly change when 90 minutes is done and dusted across these match venues. But for now, it's Nation that is leading the power with 22 points as it stands if nothing changes from this encounter. House of Fox still in fourth position with 18 points. Now here's Coach Kasim Mengel. And it's Big Boys Divorian has been taken off. Also struggling to even walk. And there's Barry Maba who comes in his place as Kotoko come forward from the right hand side. Amidu Akwa trying to create an opportunity. Finds Menu. Basi calls for it and receives it on the left hand side. Oh, lovely idea to Colin. Comes in and Oko Gripan cuts away the danger. And Kotoko is doing everything possible just to get a consolation. Just maybe a goal. Will put them in that mode to get back. Robinsano once again. Well, he's trying to interfere with it, but couldn't have a hand to it. As it's a goal kick. Lots of substitution coming in at this point. Oh, Samuel Tenado is getting ready to come in for Babayaya. Who's being taken off. Oh, defensive midfielder, 21 years. Former Legon City's man. Spent his early years in a body. That's a big save from Kamara. And that was the first touch of Samuel Tenedo. Sam Brownell turns it to the right hand side. Ansu. And that'll be another long drive. And there's a hot chase from Abrakwa to save the situation. It's a bit hit-to exchange between himself and Lord Amwa. I bet Amwa instead. And so sends one across, but not the best of header coming from Saka Dauda. Receiving so many balls, but struggling to connect to it. And something definitely is wrong with Kotoko's bench. Here's Che. Tenado looking for Basi, couldn't pick him. Now Charity once again getting himself involved in that challenge and wins the sympathy of the referee. He's such a hard worker. That's brought back to him. Bedu looking for Brakwa. But the big question is, can they pick him? Mamko also fails to pick it. Here's Sakwa. And I bet Amwa. He was looking for a better support system. Finds it in Menu. It's not just easy to go past this Nations defense. 78 minutes. The Nations are still hanging on to that 2 first half goals. But you can see there's a bit of that disagreement as to whether. Well, here's it. Just look at it. Was turned away by Samuel Osai. And the ball boy has been asked to leave that area. And you can see game halted. As referee Vamo Mauli asks the ball boy to vacate that area. Well, that is going to be the first point of the game at the moment, but we are back to continue from where we left off. Just taking the stinger out of this game for some minutes. Yastinedu finds Bassi. Well, the referee calling for the stretcher. Some lovely chit-chats ongoing in the stands. You can just understand more emotions. And such games are very palpable, knowing well that it's the original derby between these two sides. Tempers certainly are high. But both teams need to stay disciplined as we try to complete the rest of the minutes left in normal time. Whereas Kotoko once again will step up as they've gotten a free kick advantage. Abasi got in a bit close. Just wondering what the worst will be to Dauda Saka. But the likes of Ablo, Betamo are all waiting for it. It's going to be directed and it's well taken care of by Rapin Sanon. And Saka cannot believe it. He's tried everything possible at least to break the back of this Buckingham International. That is just too stubborn for that. Here they come for it. Barima twisting and turning. Oh, that's a lovely hit and it's parried away by Mohamed Kamara. Next thing looking for the attempt and they have been denied with an excellent save. Here was Barima Ba with a lovely strike and it was worried by the Guinean. 82 minutes, 8 minutes left to play for. And it'll be interesting to see the number of minutes that will be added by Mauli Vomao, considering the time wasting situations that we've seen in this second half, especially on the best of kick. Amankwa races for it. Fernando Bassi drifting into the middle. And he gets that way to Osai. Not really want to play. Well, looks to be Chaote. Very difficult to dispossess of the ball. And here's Prince Bedu. Alassane goes to the ground, but the game we were on. Menu. Ansu. Yes, Amwa. There's Aqua. Oh, lovely idea. Aqua touch from behind, and that is a big free kick for the Porcupine Warriors. It's the young man, Peter Medu Aqua, with a tricky. His work had since been introduced in the second half department of the game. Excellent takes on. And it's been very, very interesting. And once again, it's Robinson on who gets ready to defend it. Oh, that was the early on touch on him from behind. And you can know a bit of danger spilling if you happen to be an NSS player. Just wonder who's going to take it, whether Albert Amwa or Saka Dauda. Which of them will take it? This is a sweet position. This is lovely. And comes up the wall, return ball, and absolutely fly high into the sky. But you can see Prince Bedu was at the receiving end of that shot that was whipped inside. Yes, Samankwa with a long drive up front and straight onto the path of Kamara. Yes, Samba O'Neill. Tornado. Bassi. Samba again. Oh, bring it up front. Maroko. Gripman is at the right place. And as Richard back on the twin advantage, quickly takes it. Ampofu. An advantage have gone Kotoko's way. And the captain who instructs that everybody should just get into nation's territory. Yes, Anso coming forward it. Finds Aqua. But Amankwa will give it a bit of challenge, wins it. Here's another long run from Ba. Oh, that's a very heavy tackle from Harry Ansu. Direct on his man. And will certainly receive the yellow card for that effort on his opposite marker. But for this fact, they cannot just hide their joy. Their eyes have behold for the second time the falling of the Porcupine Warriors. If you stay this way, that was just a crazy tackle, isn't it? With a bit of Buslin Ashin coming in from the left-hand side. Not just on a lighter note. But the big story is that Barry Maba would have to be stretched off. And that's a bit serious. And that's confirmation of Harry Ansu's yellow card. Very lucky to have gone away with that. They're not red. There it comes, but that's a lovely piece of work. Berku and Bassi has got to score it off, but Samba O'Neill will hit it long up front. Kotoko's problem has been demand to push the goals up front after they create all the chances. Albert Samoa have done his bit. Now the big question is, when he's having injury situations, who steps up? That's why most of the Kotoko fans have been a bit disappointed from the Sudanese player, but here they are, Kotoko. In essence, territory. Aqua managed to bring it away. It's 10 in. And it's parried away. That's a big hit. And Beku turns it away. "89 minutes and time is running out. Bassi, lovely work. Goes past 3, goes down. And the referee says that's a bit feeble. Yes, Kamara needs to be careful. Tenedu. Minu back to Tenedu. Hit onto the right hand side looking for Amadou Aqua, but Kojo Manko at the right place. This been fantastic since coming in. And just tells you the caliber of players Nation have got on their bench. They've got quality all around, every department. Well, it's 7 minutes of additional time. That is big minutes for Kotoko to make amends. Here's Aqua. Will fake Bassi on the left hand side. It's dropped to Samo Tenedu. Here's Ansu. And the porcupine train coming forward a bit. They'll concede a corner. A bit of miscommunication resulting in that. He lost everybody, but Rapin Sanon is at the right place once again to claim it. Well, to be a bit sincere with you, it is very difficult to remember Kofi Mensah for Nations FC with the way Rapin Sanon have displayed in the 2 stakes in the encounters it's featured in the top notch performances, and tells you the competition in that department will be a bit tougher when Kofi Mensah returns. That is Saka. That would have went Kotoko's corner kick from the right hand side. And struck in. O'Neill. Rapin Sanon. Ansu. And it's picked up by Nations. What a scrappy situation. And they survived that scare. And Poffo leaves it for Amankwa. They are looking for Bar. He's got a lovely footwork on the bouquet of strikers. And he's got a very swift body movement. Quite deceptive anytime he's running or trusting up front. Same as this man, Fernando Bassi. Samba. Tenedu. That's a lovely chip. Looking for Abedamwa. That's a clever play. He's impacted Kotoko's front line since coming in. Ball is being called for from behind, but from his captain. Samba lifting it very deep. For Tubedu of Nations. They were trying to pick Chaute, but pick Joseph Ablo instead. Oh, Joseph Ablo played for High FC in Guinea. Was excited to join the Porcupine Warrior family. But here's Sadek Al-Hassan taking it down to the corner flag. Chaute Ampofu will look for a bit of space. This could be dangerous. And they expect about Muhammad Kamara. 4 minutes and a few seconds of additional time cleared already. And we have less than 3 minutes to play for. And the story is still the same. Yes, Pedu. And he breaks down his man. Harry Ansu. Looks to be bad. That was brought down. And it's getting a bit ugly for Santi Kotoko after a fine start to the season. They've been on a losing streak. Al-Hassan retains it, finds Abrokwa. Looking for Mankwa, but wondering if Mankwa can keep it on the turf, but he fails to beat the offside trap. A minute left. Samba now drops into this own 18-yard box to Pickett, whips it up front. Dramina picks it. Tenedo have it. Will hit it onto his left-hand side. Bassi gone past his marker again. Sprinting up front. And he was looking for the positioning of Albert Amo once again, but it will break down. Few seconds left. And at this point, you know, it will be very difficult for Kotoko to get back into this game, knowing well they are down by 2-0. That will be a real miracle. But Nations have got this. Free kick to defend. And this could be long. Comes off the woodwork. Here's Tenedo will turn it in. Looking for some red sets. And it's easily picked up by Robin Sanon. And at this point, you know, now looks like Nation could just be running away with the 2-goal cushion after beating Kotoko for the second consecutive time. And that ends it. It's Nation's victory out of Barcelona and Clay Sports Stadium. Kotoko once again has been flawed. And that's a big performance from this man, the Buckingham International. Robin Sano, what a wonderful save to keep his team intact into this game. And officials for you, led by Mauli Votmaro, as the Nations fans celebrate more very deep into the night, especially around Abrankasi and 8 environs. Well, it's full time at the Barcelona Clay Sports Stadium. It's Kumasi Asante Kotoko 0, Nations FC 2.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to coach on standby. It's on standby.
Day 11, I have the head coach of Nations Football Club right here. It's Kumasi Asante Kotoko 0, Nations Football Club 2. Coach Kasim Mingolo Kanse is right here with me. Congratulations, coach.
Thank you.
How are you feeling this afternoon?
I'm feeling great.
What is making you feel great?
Look at everyone you win. You know, you have to enjoy. So look at them.
Yeah.
We are bragging, we are up playing.
Beating your rivals is making you, your senior, is making you feeling great.
Yes, I'm happy the boys did exactly what
you've kept 8 clean sheets this season. You have a solid defense and your forwards are also scoring. What is the secret, Coach Kasim Mingolo can say?
You have training, determination, and the boys were prepared. They are prepared to learn. I told you it's work in progress. They are prepared to learn. We also give it to them.
Any lessons from today's game beating Kumasi Asante Kotoko?
No, they came with the same system that we were playing. They also played the same system. You can't play with forget. Because I've been playing over 25 to 30 years. I started playing more. I know the weakness and the strength of the system. So I always take advantage of that. I'm taking advantage. I value the system now.
I will leave you, but before you go, your defender Razak Simpson's performance at the Black Stars level was so phenomenal. What do you have to say about his performance?
I would say, I know he can do better if he can. And I'm happy for him. I didn't
players prove a point.
Did you meet him today?
Okay, those who replace him did the job for us.
All right, so Coach Kasim Mingolo can say thanks so much, congratulations, and also we wishing you all the best in your subsequent games. All right, so that's the head coach for Nations Football Club, Coach Kasim Mingo Okanse is the head coach, and I have the head coach for Kumase Asante Kotoko, Dr. It's not a good sign for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Yeah, it's I mean, especially
last season you lost 4 games, and you made mention of your players. You mentioned that you don't have the quality players. Is this the same as this season?
tough luck. Down.
From the fans, they are not happy. I know you're also not happy. Are you under pressure now, Dr. Prosper Nateogu? Finding solution, then it means this is not the time to sack Dr. Prosper Nateogu.
Thank you.
All right, so Dr. Prosper Nateogu is not happy. And as you can see, the fans are also not happy with their performance. This is the ask him. He made mention of this is not the time to this is the time to fix the problem. And so I said, so then it means this is not the time to sack Dr. Prosper Nateogu, and he walked off surprisingly. So it means,
General, let's be realistic. I think that Kumasi Asante Kotoko, their supporters should come in mind that now they are building a new team. How many players did they sack last season? How many players came in? This season they registered just 22 players. So to me, the problem is not from the coach. If they think the problem is from the coach, it's not from the coach.
So who is the problem?
The problem is that
Kumasi
they have
Asante Kotoko's
entirely
problem.
a new team that they are building. We've seen teams that have suffered fate. House of Folk, Accra Lions, Lagos Cities, Dreams FC have all passed through this, and I think that this is the time for Kumasi Asante
But
Kotoko.
Naji, do you remember last season he lost 4 consecutive games? Last season, and he made mention that it's because they don't have quality players. I asked him, is it the same this season? And he said no. It means his boys are good.
No, he has the quality, but the fact that you have the individual brilliance does not mean that you have a team. Now, the telepathy in the team that needs to be worked out. I'm talking about the cohesiveness for them to play as one unit. That is what is missing. So, to me, supporters should give Prosper Nateogu a chance, because at the end of the day, they should give him time. And lo and behold, the management cannot sack him. He was called by His Majesty Otumfo, come and help my team. So, to me, they are just agitating, but the coach will still be there.
All right. Okay. So, Phil, we're wrapping up from the Basel and Clay Sports Stadium. Your reaction after the 90th minute?
I believe Coach Nateogun has a solid team. The only thing he has to identify is the mistakes that concurrently happens in the team. Last 2 weeks, it was the same goalkeeper. Today, it's the same Kamara. So you need to identify the problems. If I would say, and I would emphatically state that if Frederick Asari were to be in post, he is a much more experienced goalkeeper. He would have dealt with the issues much better than Kamara did. And probably we wouldn't be talking about 2-0 for...
You made mention of Kamara making mistakes over mistakes. And who puts Kamara in the post? That's the question.
That is what I'm talking about. That he needs to identify. Probably he hasn't been able to.
All right, so
But for when Frederick Asari went to the Black Stars, it was Kamara who was imposed for Kotoko. They won their matches.
Good.
I get me.
You talk about the state of the player, the form of the keeper, as we speak right now. If he is not gotten there, Keep him on the bench. Let him work his
All right, so guys, thank you very much, Najee. Thank you very much, Philana, and all the way from Abuasi and Clean Sports Stadium, Kumasi Asante Kotoko 0 Nations Football Club 2, and it was live on Metro TV, live on Original TV, Alpha TV, and the Ghana Football Association app. Thanks for watching. My name is Gattuso. Gattuso, raise the power 7. We are out.